Thank you very much, Ambassador, Your Excellency, Dr. Roberto Natali, and your wife, the Deputy Ambassador Lorenza, the Deputy Governor of Nyeri, David, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, ladies, good morning. Is it morning? No, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Today, we gather here to honor and remember the sacrifices made by brave men and women of Italy who fought valiantly in defense of their nation. Now, as we observe the Italian War Memorial Day, we must reflect on the profound impact of war on our history as humanity, our families, and our collective identity. As Father Matiangh'I has told us, war is noisy, but peace is quiet. As we celebrate this day, Ambassador, we must remember that it is not only a day of commemoration for those who fell, but also a recognition of the resilience and the courage displayed by the Italian armed forces throughout the years. It is a day to pay tribute to the heroes who served often in the most challenging circumstances to protect our freedom and uphold the values that we hold dear. As today we look back on the on our military history, we remember the numerous sacrifices that have shaped our nation. There have been conflicts before, and from the battlefields of World War I, where countless soldiers faced unimaginable hardships, to the more recent operations in peacekeeping missions around the globe, each chapter of our military narrative is filled with stories of valor, sacrifice, and heroism. These stories are not just tales of warfare, they are accounts of devotion to duty, strength, and the unwavering spirit of those who have served. Today, as I stand here, I want to say that the county of Nyeri has a very distinguished history with Italy. Majority of us, including the governor you see, were brought into Catholic ways by Italian priests. I was baptized by one Michael Camisasi. In my secondary school years, my principal was Father Giuliano Gorini from Torino. He is late. Even Michael Camisasi has also died. And as we sit here today, we want to remember that apart from the war, the interaction we have had with Italy is really something we are proud of. As a county of Nyeri, we have the very, very great schools that were started by Catholic missionaries. One of our national schools, BG Gandu, Bishop Gativo Gandu, was started by Sister Maria Goreta. It is a shining school today. Right across here we have a school called Nyeri High School, a school that has been doing very, very well. Over and above that, this county has what we call an intercity relationship with the region of Veneto. We exchange knowledge in terms of medical knowledge. We have I think it's an NGO that we work with called Go Smile, led by a man called Gianfranco Schiavi, right? I think you're from the region. I want to to tell you that we as a county have benefited greatly from that relationship. During the COVID time, we were able to get from the region of Veneto through Ghost Mile, about 10 ventilators that were able to help us. We have had dental equipment. Right now we have a maternity that has been built up somewhere here and has been equipped. In my county referral hospital, as we sit here today, we have just received, I think, a month ago, an equipment that is high-tech that will help us do very complicated investigations within the gastric area. And therefore, what do I want to say? That we are privileged to work together with you. We have a history within this area because where you are, you all remember that all this was done by Italians. And therefore, even the Kenya Police College, I don't know whether you are aware, that our only major training college used to be the Italian camp of war. And so, I want to appreciate you, Your Excellency, for inviting us to come and join with you. It is a day that we must also remember that we, the people of Nyeri, remember our heroes in a very special way. From within this area is where the freedom fighters came. Our known general, the Field Marshal Kimathi Washiri, is just born here and was shot here, was in the Aberdares, and his memorial is just within. So as we sit here, we commemorate with you, as you remember the heroes we see here, who came all the way from their homes to die in different places, some in Tabora, others in Nyeri, others in Tanga, all because they loved their country. Then we must ask ourselves this very question. What will you as an individual do to ensure that there is peace in the world? Because if you do not create peace, who do you expect will fight towards creating peace? May I wish you a wonderful, wonderful celebration. I'm sorry for what has happened, but that is human. May God bless you so very much. Thank you.
We stand, please. And then we go in peace as our